What's happening, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Red Duck Outdoors. My name is Aaron. It's another beautiful day down here in southern New Mexico. Today, we have a very special episode that I never thought that I would ever film because I didn't even know this place carried fishing gear, but we have the Marshall's Fishing Challenge. You can see we have our Marshall's tags on these two combos right here. We have a saltwater spinning combo and a bass fishing spinning combo as well. This one, 17 bucks. This one was 20 bucks. And they had another combo there at the Marshall's that I went to in Alamogordo. It's unreal. We're gonna crack these kits open and we're gonna fish with these rods and see if we can catch some fish with them today. Now, granted, we're in New Mexico. There's no salt water for, miles and miles and miles, but it's still a pretty cool combo. And I've been needing a catfish rod, so we might just kind of use that for that. We'll see what we can do. I am so interested to see what all is in these kits. I've had them for a few days. I was planning on filming this earlier this week, but I've been really sick and I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm still a little sick. But we were down here at the river. Also, just a quick update on our hobo hole cleanup, just because I was sick so much this week and the weather is going to be super terrible this weekend. We had it scheduled for Saturday, which is in a couple days, but we're going to have crazy winds again. So just to keep myself out of the wind and kind of stay somewhat healthy, we're gonna push it back a week, second weekend in May instead of the first. So I'll make some more posts and everything to keep you guys updated on that, if you guys were planning on joining me for cleaning up our spot here on the river. Also, you can see the river's flowing right now too. They're still doing the generator tests. It's not full bore. Once they have this thing up, all these rocks here, it'll come up another 2-3 foot or so once it's kind of maxed out. But we might even go out to the lake too, just for funsies. I've been sick. I do need to kind of take it easy a little bit, but I'm getting a little bit of cabin fever, and I don't like sitting around the house. But anyway, let's go ahead and crack open these little toolkits. Let's save the bass fishing kit for last. Let's do our saltwater kit first. Let's see. For 20 bucks for a combo, it's not a bad deal. And it's South Bend, which I think is a Walmart brand. I think. But I think for, a 2-piece rod, could be a lot worse. Especially if this one's rated for saltwater. This thing's got to be pretty stout. Open her up. I think I need my knife. Yeah, let me grab a knife. Alright. Zip tie has been released. Now oh gosh, we're losing beads. Alright, set our rod there. What all do we got in here? We've got some little clip-on leaders, looks like. We got some wire leaders for like a bottom rig. That's cool. Definitely use that for catfishing. We got some bells that we can clip on when we're baiting and waiting. Got some hooks and some pre-rigged leaders too. Very cool, very cool. And then a bunch of beads and swivels and snap rings and whatnot. And then a couple 1.5 ounce weights. Pretty bare bones. You pretty much have everything you need to catch some fish aside from some bait, which is fine. I guess with saltwater fishing, you normally, every time I've fished in the ocean, we would always either hit a bait shop first or find our own bait. Back when I used to fish like the Chesapeake Bay and all that, when I was younger, living on the East Coast. Very cool. Very cool. I think this is definitely going to be a solid rod for catfishing, which we might not use this one too much. It feels like a really good rod. It's a little noodly, I think, but I think if we're just catfishing with this thing is going to be pretty freaking sweet. 7-foot medium heavy 2-piece spinning rod. We can throw up to 3 ounces with this thing. We could do We could do a lot with 3 ounces, I'll tell you that much. So one thing about our saltwater rod is it doesn't tell you what size line that is. It looks to be pretty thick, so it could be maybe like a 15-pound mono or something. It looks pretty thick. Maybe more, I'm not sure. It says it's rated for 12, 15, 20-pound mono. It's one of them, but that's cool. For $20, I don't think that's a bad deal at all. The reel feels pretty good too. Now, let's go ahead and crack open our bass rod for $17. This thing, I'm too excited about this one. Let me undo our, oh, I just spilled everything out of this little kit. Give me a second. Okay guys, so check it out. This is our little tackle kit that we got. We've got some little trick worms, it looks like. I don't know exactly what you would call these colors. I know from Dead-Ons, we've got this one that looks like their ice color and their grape soda color. And it's a really stiff plastic. Like in these ones, they don't feel too bad, but these black stick baits, they are really, really stiff. It's definitely a really hard plastic, but honestly, they're not bad. I don't hate it. And then we have like these orangish green pumpkin Neds as well. Love me a Ned rig. We got one pre-rigged already. And then we have this little spinner bait. These Fire Tiger spinner baits. I've never had much luck with these ones. This one is very much like those cheap $1 ones that they used to have at Walmart. Then we have a couple, you know, it looks like a couple drop shot hooks and a small, you know, half-aught EWG bullet weight. We've got some beads and a swivel if we want to make like a Carolina rig. Pretty cool, pretty cool. The only thing that's missing in here is maybe some soft plastic craws. But, you know, for a $17 combo, I mean, you have a 6'6" rod, medium power, and, you know, a bunch of tackle. I mean, you could literally take this out in just about any body of water, I would imagine, and be able to catch a fish. You know, it honestly doesn't feel terrible. I mean, it's a little noodly, but I mean, I like it. I've had rods that I've hated a lot worse than this. And then the reel, that's one of the best cheap reels that I've ever felt. I have a lot of confidence that we'll be able to hook into something if we can convince anything to bite today. So with that said, I'm gonna get this thing rigged up with some of these baits and we're gonna try to catch a fish. Alrighty folks, we are here at the lake. We've got our Marshall's combo here. I do want to get a little bit closer to the water. It's been a while since I've bank fished here at the lake. That's pretty stinking perfect right there, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, come back over here. Got him. Oh no, he came off. Ah, he's gonna hit the water before I can get to him. I sight fished that little guy too. There's more over here with him. We got one. Oh, got him. Yes, we got him. That's the big one too. That's the big one that I saw over there. Boom. Oh gosh. We're losing our tackle kit. That right there is a good fish. On the Marshall's fishing combo. This is wild. It took a little bit to get it figured out. This definitely isn't one of the Marshalls or one of these the hooks that came in the South Bend. This is definitely, there we go. Boom, beautiful fish. Nice 2.5 pounder, maybe 3. And not quite 3. I don't think he's quite 3. But that is a great fish. Great fish. Thank you, buddy. That was fantastic. You know, he was on it, and then he wasn't on it, and then he was on it again, and we hooked him. That was textbook. And we didn't lose our little tackle box. That was awesome. All right, guys, the GoPro died, but you know, same thing. Little wacky worm, that little black one. Caught it just as a tiny little guy, but I mean, let's get this guy unhooked. I mean, I was able to sight fish him. Him and his buddies were down there. Let's give him a nice gentle release. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, who would have thought the wacky worm was the way to go? Well, guys, our Marshall's fishing combo tackle kit thing, it's honestly left a very good impression on me. You know, like, for $17, you have a tackle kit that works. The baits in here are solid. They're actually really nice. You know, I still have that little worm. Just giving it a dangle right there. The worms are great. The spinnerbait is a little questionable, you know, but I don't really use spinners that often out here. Just not my go-to. But I mean, everything else seems to work great. You know, the only thing that I dislike about it is that the line on it is really, really heavy. We don't fish a whole lot of real thick cover here in southern New Mexico. It's all rocks. You know, there's some brush here and there. It's mostly rocks though. So like having that 15 or 20 pound mono on there, it's not as necessary. And who knows how long that line has been on that spool, because it's like a slinky. You know, you cast it out there and it just wants to contract and bring your, like throwing that weightless wacky rig. I mean, it was just the line memory was bringing it back towards me. And you know, the line itself is just taking away a lot of the sensitivity of the rod. I noticed when I was fishing with the weight, it was way better. You could actually feel the bottom. There's pretty decent sensitivity in the rod. For a 2-piece, not too bad. But, you know, I'm happy with it. You know, especially if you break it up into like $7 for the little tackle kit, $10 for the rod, or however you want to divvy it up. Even if you want to just say it's a $17 rod and reel, and then a free tackle kit that comes with it, it's honestly a great deal. Swap out that line, you'll be golden. So who would have thought fishing gear at a Marshall's of all places? You know, I should get stranded in Alamogordo more often to find little gems like that. That was really cool. And we're catching decent fish with it too. So I'm excited to, you know, I don't know if it's going to make a permanent place in our arsenal, but I think that it's definitely earned a spot, especially as like a backup or something. I mean, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Even if I just end up giving that away, I would not feel bad giving that to somebody, because I know that they'd be able to catch fish with it. So anyway, with that said, I love you guys, and I will catch you guys on the next episode. I'm gonna go home and rest up a little bit more because I think I might have overdone it a little bit. I'm tired and I have a headache again. So anyway, love you guys. I'll see y'all later.